Raw strength does have its use, but I believe magic is the best way to go.
Can you explain to me how magic is going to work against an enemy when all odds would prove otherwise?
Well, with magic, I don't need to get too close, and I'm able to think for just a moment longer.
Sometimes you don't need to think. You just have to act. There isn't always time to come up with a plan.
Perhaps. But I believe having just a second longer to think before I act makes a huge difference. Wouldn't you agree?
You can't throw my past in my face like that. I am perfectly capable of thinking. Thank you very much. I just find my instincts in battle to have worked against Azagorth's men thus far.
While that may have been the case for you, my elemental magic is what got me through my battle back at the Grove. Had it not been for that, lives would have been lost. Thanks to my spells, I was able to take out a number of the Demon King's minions in one go.
Yes, well, I'm glad that you're able to protect others while doing your part. But I must say, I've been able to do the same with just my scimitars. Luckily, in that last battle against the assassins, I didn't have to worry about anyone else besides the two of us.
Forgive me, Draven. I can assure you I mean no offense. For now, shall we just agree to disagree? I can fight my way, and you can fight your way. So long as we win, it doesn't really matter in the end.
Well, I must agree with you there, I suppose. All that matters is that we take down Azagorth. Now, we were sent out here for what is suspected to be a corrupted Druid. That is more your area, is it not?
I may be a druid, but I do not condone the actions of our foe. If anything, I find him to be quite distasteful. He has disrupted the balance of nature, and that is not something I can forgive.
I didn't mean to compare the two of you in that light. I simply meant you would have greater knowledge of what we were up against than I would.
You're right. Forgive me for jumping to conclusions. As for what we're up against, he will likely have powerful elemental magic, just like me, though I fear his may be stronger.
You're right. If that's the case, we should be more careful. Who knows what we could be walking into on here? It's best we keep our guard up.
I agree. One wrong move could put an end to us. Stay close to me. I will do my best to keep you both safe.
We both will, in our own way. I haven't been able to make out anything beyond our own footsteps thus far. Perhaps we are alone here.
Only a fool would believe we were alone. He's powerful, and could be anywhere, waiting for us. Perhaps I am just being paranoid, but I can sense we are not alone.
Wait a moment. You're right. Ondros, I was a fool. Be quiet. I can hear someone up ahead. Do you think perhaps it could be who we're after?
There's no doubt in my mind. It's him. He's there, right in front of us.
I don't know how I didn't pick up on his movements earlier. My apologies. I should have known better than to be so distracted.
Don't worry. He almost went by me completely undetected, too. Druids have a habit of passing without a trace. I don't think he's sensed us yet. Or if he has, he's waiting for us to make the first move. How about I send some vines to ensnare him? Even if he has noticed us, I think we might still have the upper hand. We can't let him get away.
You're right. He probably knows more about what's going on here than we realize. What would you have me do here? I'm useless when it comes to this sort of thing, unless you want me to threaten him. Though, well, me being a drow, it's likely he will refuse to talk to me.
He might refuse, but at the very least, we may be able to get him to talk to you if you threaten him enough. I'm not very threatening, so I shall leave that up to you. When you're ready, give me the signal, and I shall ensnare him.
It sounds to me like you stopped moving. If you can move on and see his exact location, we'll be right behind you. Keep your steps light. We want to try and remain undetected.
To the right. I found you. Entangle! Got him! Now, how should we handle this? Draven, do you have any ideas?
I do, actually. You did well. But, I've got this from here. You two wait here. Let me go talk to him and see what I can find.
All right. We'll stay out of your way. Come on. Let's wait here. Don't worry about Draven. He can handle this. We should stay out of his way. In a space like this, we'll have to rely on his physical strength if something goes wrong. He would also be far better at interrogating and getting information than you or I. We'd likely just get in the way. Even if I want to confront this druid myself, I believe it's best left up to Draven for the time being.
All right, I have something we might find to be of use. As I expected, he refused to say too much, but I did manage to get him to hand over this map. I haven't taken a look at it yet, so I'm not quite sure what it's for, but it's a start. Ondros, I know you have a personal issue with this guy, so what you want to do with him next is none of my business. He's all yours.
I believe we are safe to leave him as is. I fear I cannot bring myself to finish him off. However, if he was so easily ensnared, perhaps he isn't as much of a threat as I previously thought.
If that's the case, perhaps we should head back to the city for now. That way we can give ourselves time to think of our next steps.
You're more than welcome to do that. However, I would like to look into this map. I believe it may lead somewhere important, and even if it does not, it still doesn't hurt to check. Would you like to accompany me?
Well then, if that's the case, I'll leave the two of you to do as you please. Just remember to try and remain safe, and I'll see you back in the city afterwards.
Very well. I will be sad to see you leave our party, but I know our paths will cross again soon. Until then, I shall keep us both safe. And I hope you will do the same for yourself. Greetings. It was nice to see you again.
Thank you for accompanying us on this.
If you would like to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, I'm sure that would help a lot.
And if you're an adult within our midst, why not head over to patreon.com/Celesterra.
Of course, if it was something more personal you were after, then I highly recommend visiting anagomi.com/commissions.
Remember to stay safe out there, and we'll both see you soon.